Welcome back, everybody. It is patch notes time. It's patch notes, and what you see behind me right now, that's coming in this update. So we're getting new commanders, transformer commanders. So we'll have to look at them and see if they're kind of spicy. Obviously, this is STARSCREAM, and it's on a carrier. So we'll just have to see. Let's dive into it. I've briefly kind of read through them a little bit just to see the highlights. We'll skip most of the stuff that, most people kind of, first off, the Soviet campaign. Yeah, okay. So it's the Tier 7 Cruiser PB. That's what we're all calling it, PB, because how the heck do you even say that name? Probably very few of us even know. It's going to be the standard campaign. It's going to have 7 guns, 180 millimeter. It says a decent AA suite. We'll just have to see. 34.5 knots. We'll have to see the rudder shift. 180 millimeter guns could be spicy. We'll just have to see. We'll have to see. I think the reload's going to be around like 10 seconds. So it's either going to be like that kind of Mogami play style, back the map kiting, or it's going to be something that you can, depends on the armor, but you might be able to get it into certain positions and it might be a cruiser killer. We'll have to see. We will have to see. Transformers return, so this is something that I feel like most people want to know. The Transformers are coming back, so there's GRIMLOCK, Hot Rod, SOUNDWAVE, and STARSCREAM. We can look at those real quick. So here's STARSCREAM. I hope my head is out of the way. Yeah, it is. Okay, so this is STARSCREAM. This is SOUNDWAVE. We'll have to look at them a little more in depth and see what the details are of them. Here's Hot Rod. That's obviously a DD commander, right? Surely. And here's GRIMLOCK. So I don't know anything about these guys. We're going to have to read the patch notes and find out what's what. So start with GRIMLOCK. Skin for the French battleship Richelieu. Yeah, you guys know I'll be using that. The scary looking Dinobot is all about improving secondary caliber guns. Okay, probably never going to use that, but never know. If it goes on the French, I don't know if the Transformers go on any of them or if they go on specific nations. I mean, it says French battleships, so I'm assuming it goes on just the French. And, probably won't be my thing. If it goes on everything, then maybe that'll be good for Bismarck. I don't know if it does. Okay, so Hot Rod. The Hot Racer skin for British cruiser Edinburgh. Improve radar, make spotting you from planes more difficult, hunt aircraft easy. Okay, I don't play the Edinburgh. At least not yet, I don't have it. I'm definitely not going to be spinning my global to get through the Fiji. Soundwave with the superior skin for Italian cruiser Amalfi. So I guess all these come with skins too. Interesting. Better maneuverability and better smoke screens. Great choice for Italian cruisers. Okay. I'm sure some people will probably end up using that as long as the commander can be built for how the Amalfi is played. Starscream with the Lord of Seekers skin for the German aircraft carrier Parseval. Faster aircraft with bigger health pool. What more can you ask for in a carrier commander? That is toxic. That is toxic. My planes do 189 knots right now at full speed. You give me a bigger health pool, man. I can already bully DDs off the map. I can make them want to quit the game and never play again. I can absolutely bully destroyers in the Parseval. So, Yeah, that can be pretty toxic if it turns out to be really good like that. If it ups the speed and bigger health pool, you shoot down less of them. Man. Yikes. It does say, though, please note you'll be able to acquire any of the Transformers and content for the previous collaboration, Megatron, Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, Rumble, starting the first week of the update, August 30th. With a whole new reinforcement of GRIMLOCK, Hot Rod, Soundwave, STARSCREAM will arrive the week 2, September 6th. Okay, so we'll be able to get all the original Transformer commanders week 1, and then week 2 we'll get GRIMLOCK, Hot Rod, Soundwave, Starscream on September 6th. Okay, that's kind of cool. I know Bumblebee's pretty good on Fletcher. Optimus Prime's pretty decent. Megatron's pretty decent. So that's interesting. Okay, so here's something else. The alternative Soviet destroyers in early access. They're bringing out new Soviet DDs. Now, I know that Soviet DDs now are basically gunboats and not torp boats. So if this is an alternative line, I'm thinking they're going to be more focused around torpedoes rather than guns. And we're not going to get any details here. It doesn't look like it. I'm not seeing any hard details. But we can look at that alternative line right here. I hope you guys can see that. My head's not going to be getting in the way. Just in case, if you guys can see it. That's the alternative line they're planning on bringing into the game. Could be spicy. That's the only problem I have with the current DD gunboat line is there's no torpedoes. It's gun only, and 4, 5, 6. You need torpedoes. Tashkent's really solid, high health pool. So we'll see. This could be interesting line of DDs here. Not that I play DDs, but still can be interesting. The next thing on the docket is the arena battles. So they are bringing arena back. Thank God it's not ranked. Tier 5, 6, and 7. Triple Pensacola, here we come, baby. Whew. Oh, I loved the triple Pensacola thing with arena in Tier 5. That was so much fun. We were picking targets, and we were all synchronizing our shots. Fire! Dev strike. Every time. Oh, it was fantastic. I think my average XP in that was like 3,900. Oh, I had so much fun. It does say, okay, no carriers allowed. The battles with Tier 5 through Tier 7 ships, depending on season rules, no carriers. It looks like this is going to start on September 9th. September 9th. Okay. Cool. Looking forward to that. They're bringing a new crate, a new big crate, and it's going to contain the London, West Virginia, and Bliswaska. I would actually like to pick up West Virginia. London doesn't seem too bad either. Would be kind of fun to play around with it, but triple Pensacola and arena, baby. All day. All day. This is big news. So they're going to be balancing. They're bringing balance changes into the game. And this is the thing that Legends and PC, they're different. Like Legends is continually tweaking their game, and they're trying to make it more balanced. Even though some aspects seem overdone, and you think they should change things off the rip, it actually takes a while for them to get enough data from the average player base to where they tweak ships. So there's 2 really big changes in all of this, okay? To me, 2 really big changes. The Alaska is going to become a railgun, a consistent railgun, and I am so excited. I am so excited. So they said the radius of max dispersion of the guns is decreased by 10%. Penetration of AP shells increased by 5%. Repair party time goes from 60 seconds to 50 seconds. And health HP generation, like your heal, increased by 33%. Guys, Alaska is going to become powerful. Alaska already is powerful if in the right positions fighting the right ships. Alaska is OP. At the average game, Alaska's pretty good if you have good dispersion. That's the thing that makes Alaska good. If you can hit your target with many shells, it smacks. Even superstructure AP 15 kilometers bow tanking Iowa, you're hitting him for 10k, 8k, 12k when you have guns that work. If your guns don't work, then you're not hitting him for shit and you're not lighting him on fire, and it's just terrible. So this buff right here to Alaska is gonna be fun. Like, I'm gonna love to play the Alaska after the update. Cannot wait for that to happen. And the other big one is gonna be, where is it on here? The Yamato. Okay, you guys know I love to play the Yamato, right? I love the Yamato. They're making the Yamato less accurate. So they're decreasing by 5%, and they're slowing the turret traverse by a little bit. So that's going to make the Yamato harder to play. So is what it is. Is what it is, guys. So those legendary, Dev Strike salvos that you get from the Yamato, they're not going to happen as often, which is really unfortunate. But at the same time, it'll make it better for people trying to play Tier 7, since they want to put a Tier 10 and a Tier 7 against each other, which just doesn't even fucking equate. But it is what it is. Is what it is. So we'll go through the rest of the changes. Those are the two big ones. Really, really big ones. Alaska buff, Yama nerf. Cleveland is getting nerfed. 6.5 second reload to 7 seconds. Nagato is getting buffed because Nagato is a shitty ship. Everybody knows it. The speed got bumped up to 26 knots from 22.3. Rudder shift time got decreased by, it looks like, 2.5 seconds approximately. They made it more accurate by 2.5%. I'm not sure how that'll make that ship good, but we'll see. They'll probably keep buffing it. The Kangaroo, aka Kagero, the reload time of torp tubes goes from 101 seconds to 91 seconds. So they knock 10 seconds off of it. The Kangaroo. Here comes Vanguard. Go figure. The Buff Guard, the piece of shit fucking Vanguard, was always the shittiest Tier 7 battleship. Now that might be challenged by, Champagne or one of those. It's getting buffed again. Shell grouping increased by 2.5%. Radius of max dispersion of the guns decreased by 10%. Rudder shift decreased for both hulls. Okay, great. Cool. Keep buffing it. Like, I had a Vanguard park broadside 10 kilometers away. I was in the Yamato. I plap him broadside, no citadels. Plap him broadside again, no citadels. Plap him broadside again, and I kill him for penetrations. Not a fucking citadel anywhere. Keep buffing it, please. Just make it the most invulnerable ship in the entire fucking game, and then maybe your spreadsheet will say it's a good ship. Ridiculous, dude. That had me heated in that moment. Can you tell? Turpitz is getting a buff. Shell grouping increased by 6%. Torp tubes armor against HE shells increased, so Turpitz getting a buff. Bismarck also getting a buff. Shell grouping increased by 5%. So that might make those funner to play. We'll see. We shall see. The Champagne obviously getting a buff because it's probably one of the worst battleships in the game right now, and people paid for it. RIP to your wallet. Max range of the guns is increased by, what was that, 300 meters? Okay, cool. 0.3 kilometers, guys. You get an extra 0.3 kilometers. Shell grouping increased by 5% and reload of the main guns from 28.6 to 26.6. Okay. And then HP regeneration increased by 33%. Yeah, Champagne and Gascon. These two are possibly two of the worst ships in the game. And they're both getting buffed. Looks like Gascon is just getting a heal. Increased by 33%. Gnevny, rotation speed of the main guns increased from 6 seconds to 7. Armor against HE shells for steering gears and engine increased as well. Harder to in-cap his steering and, well, from destroyer shells. I don't think battleships are going to have a problem knocking that thing around. Tier 7 Tashkent, repair party added to slot with smoke generator consumable. Interesting. I'm not quite sure what that means. I'm sure we'll find out. Tier 5 Leon, exhaust smoke generator added to the slot with smoke generator as a consumable of choice. Other changes, exhaust smoke generator duration increased from 17 to 20 seconds for all Italian cruisers equipped with the Monticello, Trento, Zara, Amalfi, along with its dispersion time being increased from 30 to 35. Okay, so they're getting a smoke buff. And some of these other ones that didn't have smoke are getting smoke. That's what that sounds like to me. At the same time, this is something kind of cool. At the same time, secondary guns aiming priorities were changed. Now enemy destroyers are more likely to be chosen as a target in case there were 2 or more options for attack. So that means if a DD pops up on the backside of a battleship, maybe, or around the battleship, the secondary should target the DD. We're not intelligent enough to have, pick your target secondaries. So that's cool. That's cool. I don't understand this. Before it's too late, bonus to torpedo detectability increased. Level 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't understand what that is. Flank speed, penalty to rudder shift time increased from 3% to 5%. I don't understand. I guess these are all perks. Marksmanship, mortar, fictitious, evil spark, running with scissors. Those are all legendary things, aren't they? I know running with scissors is. Nerfs, fragile threats getting nerfed. There's the levels. I don't know what it really means. Ingenious, gun rotation speed reduced by 0.2 degrees per second on every level. Okay, so that's a nerf. Hide and seek, Jerzy Swirsky's base trait, bonus to ship concealment on every level of skill. Max bonus is now -4 instead of -5. So it sounds like they're nerfing DD traits here. Eric Bay's base trait is now 5% instead of 6. So they're nerfing concealment on DDs with those 2 base traits. Cool. Cool. Keep nerfing it. Keep on nerfing it. I'm fine with that. Okay, the Oklahoma project is leaving us. If you guys do not have the Oklahoma in the Bureau, if you haven't researched it at all, it's going to disappear after the September update. So if you want that ship at any point down the road, activate the Bureau and get at least 1 research point in the Bureau, and you should be good. It won't disappear. These are just bug fixes. Yeah, nothing we really need to know about here. Just okay. So premium ships in this update. These are interesting. So there's a Tier 5 Japanese aircraft carrier. I don't know how to say it. Available for doubloons first premium carrier in Legends with an excellent concealment for aircraft. It is going to be tier 5, and I can show it to you real quick. There it is. There it is. That is the tier 5 aircraft carrier. Then there's going to be a tier 6 American destroyer called Charles F. Hughes. Available for doubloons, further extends the range of red, white, and blue destroyers, providing a lot of torpedoes to launch at your foes. That's all the info we get on this DD at the moment. Obviously, they said it's a torp boat, and they said it's a lot of torpedoes, so we can zoom in and we can kind of see. I can count 1, 2, 3, 4. It's either a 4-4, or it's a not a 4-4, sorry, a 4-2, or it's a 5-2. Looks like almost the same guns as a Fletcher. Looks like it's got 4 guns in total. Not bad. We'll have to check that out. If it's another Sims or if it's another Benson, you know, it's not Benson. If it's another Sims, or what was the other one they brought out that was dumb? I can't remember it. They brought one out that was just terrible. Terrible AA, slow torps, just a joke of a boat. Legendary tier Soviet cruiser Stalingrad for 2 million global XP. We've put out videos on it. We've talked about it. You guys probably already know. But this is going to be a legendary tier ship. If you guys want to know the details of the ship, go back and check out my previous video. I put it out there live. So if you want to know, go check out that video. We go over the ship specifications from PC. And so we're trying to interpolate what it's going to be like for us on Legends. But I will tell you this, Stalingrad has the highest Sigma value of any ship in the game. So, we'll see. It's supposed to be Russian railguns, basically in Alaska. It'll be kind of spicy. Guys, that's it. That's it. That is the whole deal. We'll look at the pictures one more time. Hello? Did I not zoom all the way out? I didn't. Okay. So, like I said, we got the DD line coming out, starting at tier 4. Russia. We got the Stalingrad here. Might be very spicy. Might be terrible. We'll have to see. Probably won't be terrible. It's probably going to be pretty spicy. The Charles F. Hughes, we'll just have to wait and see what that gunboat setup is looking like, what the torps are looking like. Then we got GRIMLOCK coming out. That's for the French. We got the premium carrier coming out for tier 5. We have Hot Rod for the Edinburgh. SOUNDWAVE for the Amalfi. And STARSCREAM for the German Parseval. So, that's it. That's it, boys. I hope you guys enjoyed. That is the update. This will be going live. I'm filming it the day before, so tomorrow morning it's going live. Hopefully you guys come back around. Hopefully you guys like the update. Peace out, everybody. I'm out of here. Later.